Greetings and salutations, my fellow carbon-based life forms. Paul here, coming at you with a Crypto Coffee update. I got news and all kinds of information about conferences, events, and coins on the block for you. So, join me now for a simultaneous sip. A calm moment of reprise to start our mornings right together. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the news. We're going to be talking about EOS and their transaction speeds that they've been talking up as of late. They hit 3,100 transactions per second, which invited some comparisons with Visa. However, during the live stream, you could see that these transaction counts indeed did fall back to zero for certain points, meaning that this is not a sustained 3,100 transactions per second. After all, given that there's only 21 block producers, many of which are using Amazon Web Services, Alibaba, or Google, as seen in a previous Crypto Coffee update, it's not all that impressive that they can achieve this. It's similar to being impressed that, hey, Amazon processed my order very quickly. Man, that's some throughput. And furthermore, 3K transactions per second isn't that impressive even relative to other decentralized cryptocurrencies, which EOS is not. Komodo was able to achieve 20,000 per second a little while ago, as seen by this Dion gentleman, the person who broke this information. And frankly, these Visa to blockchain comparisons are just apples to oranges, since Visa does not operate in any way similar to a blockchain. This is an article by Lior Yaffe, the co-founder and managing director of Gelurita, helped to build NXT and Ardor. Lior Yaffe is a gentleman who, in my opinion, doesn't have near the amount of attention he deserves in the space. He's been working hard for the majority of cryptocurrency's lifetime and has created the first stable proof-of-stake system. The guy always has some great writings coming up about how blockchain works and some real applications for the real world. He doesn't beat around the bush. This article is titled with a kind of intentional misnomer since it dispels some myths about blockchain scalability. This segment is the big takeaway, and as somebody who's worked with point-of-sale systems, I can verify it. When someone swipes a card, that card is logged on the local machine. At the end of the day, all of the transactions from cards are what's called batched. These batches of transactions are then sent to Visa. Visa in turn sends them to a third party named SHVIA or Shiva, and Shiva processes all of these balances, dates them, updates the balances, and voila, you have settled all the batches. This is nothing like blockchain that actually has to have on-chain payment processing, so Visa's perceived throughput really isn't a throughput at all, given it utilizes a third party. Excellent article by Lior Yaffe, recommend checking it out, I'll put it below in the description. Oh, and we've seen what happens whenever these batch settlements don't occur, kind of similar to what happens when block producers don't update their nodes. Yeah, Visa went down earlier this year in the UK and chaos ensued. So realistically, having these centralized payment processors, whether it's EOS or Visa alike, it doesn't always have the largest amount of resiliency when something goes wrong. Speaking of something going wrong, let's talk about some things that are going absolutely right. The Baltic states are getting a major boon from the crypto space, as Samsung says it will start accepting cryptocurrency as payment in some of their stores. This is happening in Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia in a few select locations, and the company will be accepting Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ripple, Ethereum, Steem, and Dash, which is really exciting. Strange enough, Bitcoin Cash is missing from the list, and Ripple could potentially be considered a security, so I'm not sure of the logic behind the decision as to accept which currencies are on this list, but nonetheless, it's an exciting development that a tech giant that's been competing with Bitmain building ASICs is jumping full force into the crypto scene. More great news for adoption, MyEther Wallet, which has been plagued with various hacks and exploits, is adding an ETH credit card purchase option after a new partnership has been announced. This will make onboarding much easier for individuals who want to buy cryptocurrency and store it in a relatively safe format on one of the easiest user interfaces for wallets. A partnership with Simplex, a fully regulated fintech company, has allowed MyEther Wallet, a company that's been around since 2014, access to credit cards. So good things going forward for them. That's all we have for the news today. Let's go ahead and get into a new segment that we've introduced called the Coin Review, where we just go over coin market cap, look at some coins as we move through the top 100, give you guys an idea of what these various crypto projects do, since there's so many of them, and who knows, you may find your new favorite coin here on the Crypto Coffee Update. So let's go ahead and get into it. First coin of the day, we have Zcash, ticker ZEC, number 21. There are currently 4.4 million circulating Zcash with 21 million total. This is due to the fact that Zcash is a fork of Bitcoin in a way. While Zcash did fork the Bitcoin codebase, they added in a lot of new elements and components specifically focused on privacy. Zcash allows you to have two addresses, one of which is fully private, the other which is more transparent, similar to Bitcoin. This is achieved via the ZK Snark's zero-knowledge proof, which sufficiently obfuscates transactions, making Zcash one of the most popular privacy cryptocurrencies in use today. Next up we have Qtum, or Qtum. With 88 million circulating supply and a total of 100 million, Qtum was a relatively new entry into the scene, launched in 2017. The aim of the project is to provide solutions to businesses by combining the best parts of Bitcoin and Ethereum protocol. Basically, they took the Bitcoin SPV and the Ethereum virtual machine and put them together, allowing the Bitcoin protocol to execute smart contracts on more lightweight devices. This has applications in logistics, finance, manufacturing, and others. Go Mobile is specifically the lightweight component that focuses on the Bitcoin SPV and UTXO model and combines it with the Ethereum virtual machine. Next up, we have the 0x protocol, another relatively new entry to the scene and a total of 1 billion ZRX tokens. 0x seeks to make off-chain relays and on-chain settlements more accessible, affordable, and decentralized for the entire Ethereum network. This will allow for Ethereum scaling to be much more seamless, considering the gas costs of the many applications on the Ethereum network are beginning to bloat the price. This off-chain layer is known as the relay layer and successfully achieves a trustless system with off-chain payment settlement. There are many new applications being built on the 0x protocol, and it was recently announced that 0x is being looked at by Coinbase for potential listing. And finally, we have ByteCoin. ByteCoin is not a new entry to the market. They date all the way back to 2012 and are one of the original privacy coins. ByteCoin received a big boon being listed to Binance a little while back, and they had a subsequent issue with their wallet, which garnished much media attention. This turned all eyes back to ByteCoin for the first time in a long while, and many old fans were excited, and new entries to the market became acquainted with the older privacy coin for the first time. They use the CryptoNight algorithm, similar to Monero, and you can see here some more information about Bytecoin specifically. I'll have some more information about it below in the description. That's all we have for the crypto review. Let me know if you found this segment helpful, or if you have some information you'd like to add to help to embellish this overview. But for now, let's go ahead and move into some events and conferences happening in the crypto space. First off, we have Monday, July 23rd. Spot Conference is going on in Hong Kong. That's it for Monday. For Tuesday, July 24th, we have the Legalized Blockchain Conference going on in Portugal, a Nifty Hackathon going on in Hong Kong. Daho.am is another conference that is happening. I couldn't tell you where initially since they didn't have it on their website, but using a link to go to the actual event planning page, I found out it is in Munich, Germany. Next up, we have the Thrive Hackathon in Malta, and that's all we have for Tuesday, July 24th, and for your Crypto Coffee update. As usual, all of these links below in the description, as well as a big old list of B-list coins. They're all good projects. It's just, there's far too much to talk about while still respecting everybody's time. But nonetheless, I do this as a labor of love and get all this information aggregated for you guys. So check it out. Let me know if it's useful to you. And who knows, you don't want to overlook some developments in some of your favorite projects, so it's worth checking out. And thank you so much for watching. Your support really does mean the world. We're 100% self-funded and funded through donations via viewers like you. So if you feel like supporting the channel, feel free to drop us a like on Viewly. We do get some cryptocurrency from likes from there. It's a great platform to help support us. And we're still looking to set up some donation links. We'll have those here momentarily, and we'll add them to the videos post ex facto. But for now, my name is Paul, signing off. Thanks again for watching. We are Cryptide, and remember, the tide is rising.